This week, I'm headed to one of the finest racetracks in North America. We get to hang out in the starter stand, and this is an incredible spot to hang out. Forget to check the schedule. We didn't know how long it was. And make a trip to Victory Lane. All that and more, coming up. Well, good morning and welcome to beautiful, sunny Virginia International Raceway. And this is one of the best racetracks in the United States. In fact, it might even be one of the best racetracks in the world. As Paul Newman said, if there's a heaven on earth, it's VIR. I'm here for the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship event, the Michelin GT Challenge. There are no prototype cars here. It's just going to be GT3 cars this weekend with GTD and GTD Pro doing battle here at VIR. And this circuit is so incredible because it's a classic American circuit. It's old school. It has consequences. There's not a lot of runoff. There's just grass on the sides. And if you make a mistake, you go off and you pay dearly for your mistake. And personally, that's what I love to see in a racetrack. It keeps the drivers honest. They can't just, purposely drive off track onto some asphalt and gain an advantage. It makes them drive the track in the way it was meant to be driven. It's gonna be an incredible weekend here, shooting all kinds of cool race cars. And this morning, we're gonna start right away in this beautiful light by shooting some historic NASCAR action. Not because we have to, just because we want to. All right, we're all set up here in the media center at VIR. I've got my camera rig built out and hanging out on the golf cart there. Now we're gonna go shoot some historic NASCAR action. Now, speaking of the historic NASCAR, I'm not gonna cover it anymore in this vlog, but you're in luck. If you wanna see cool NASCARs, I made an entire video about shooting historic NASCAR that I posted on the channel last week. So just click above my head if you wanna watch that video after you're done completely watching this video, then go watch that one. So we're not going to cover any more NASCAR in this video. So I'll see you guys this afternoon in the WeatherTech paddock. Welcome to the WeatherTech paddock here at VIR. And if you've been following the channel for a while, you have probably seen that most of the time at IMSA races, we kind of just have tents, right? The trucks will be set up and there'll be tents. But here at VIR, there are garages, not for all the teams, but for most of the teams. Some of the teams do still have to work out of tents, but pretty much all of my cars are here in these garages. They're actually quite nice. They're good to shoot in. Kind of creates a different sort of vibe, which is nice rather than just being under these sort of like crappy looking tents. So it's nice to be out with real garages. Of course, I would prefer the European style, pit lane garages, but hey, you can't win them all. That's next week at COTA when I'll be there for the WEC race. But yeah, looking forward to doing some shooting here in the paddock. Just gonna get some static stuff of the cars here. All the crew members have gone off to lunch. So it's a perfect time to be around the cars, getting shots and not getting in their way. So we'll do that. And then we've got about hour and a half until we need to be in the pit lane for the start of free practice 1. All right, starting down in the pits, like I said, we are about ready for takeoff here. These Ford Mustang GT3s are gonna come flying out of here, and it's gonna be awesome. This is honestly this is the best sounding car on the IMSA grid. Maybe the Cadillac DPI, but this one sounds amazing. So awesome that sometimes I get to video these things and be down here when they're peeling out. So pretty stoked for this. And then we'll do a few more shots in pit lane and then head trackside.
Are you doing double time?
All right, so I'm actually up in the flag stand now. And this is an incredible spot to hang out because the cars just fly underneath you. It's pretty cool. So basically, the pit lane is right underneath us. See, there's a car coming to the pits. Oh no, they're not. They're turning into the garage. They shoot by us down into turn 1. This is an incredible place to hang out. You just feel the rush when you're up here. Like the sensory feelings are just unreal. It's crazy that this is my job, but I'm gonna get a few shots from up here and then go trackside. Well, we've made the long golf cart journey up to the oak tree corner. It's called that because there used to be a giant oak tree in the middle of it, but lightning hit it, and now there's no oak tree anymore. But it's actually the third time that I've been here today. I shot NASCAR here this morning. I did shoot some of the Michelin Pilot Challenge here, and now I'm shooting the WeatherTech session here, so I've become quite accustomed to turn 12. It's also just one of the best spots in this track to shoot. Definitely one of my favorites. You have so many different options here at Oak Tree. You can shoot the entry, you can shoot the exit, you can shoot the middle of the corner, you can shoot a going away shot down the hill. You could spend 3-4 hours here, I'm telling you, and get so many different shots. And that's what makes VIR such an incredible racetrack to shoot. There's so many places around the circuit that are like this. It honestly feels a bit weird using a tripod. I don't normally use one, but I brought one so I could do some static things and whatnot, and figured, hey, why don't I take it out trackside and just do some panning with it? And it is an extra thing to set up and tear down all the time when you're moving around and you're trying to move around quickly. Sometimes it's nice to have that ridiculously smooth panning motion. Like this tripod here has a fluid head on it, so it has actually like a drag system that you can adjust to a tighter or a smoother pan. So I can turn the thing here and it gets tight, or I could turn it the opposite way and I can make it super loose. Just another tool in the bag of equipment. So not a bad first practice, actually a pretty good first practice. I got a lot of trackside stuff, got the stuff I need in the pits for today's edits. Now I'm just gonna shoot some interviews here in the paddock. I haven't even sat down to edit yet. Then I have to go to the media center and do a lot of editing. So that's gonna be fun. I think it's going to be a pretty late night. Jamey and JP are going to go have dinner with some other photographers who will be done earlier than me, so I'll probably have a night by myself. I'm just going to go grab a pizza or something, go back to the house and edit, and work on a few things, but it's kind of nice to have some alone time. You know, go back to the house, hang out, have my pizza by myself, get prepped on tomorrow's edits. You know, it's a busy weekend, so lots of work going on. Like we say, like, a lot of people are always telling me, man, I really want to do it, you know, what you do. And it's like, are you ready to work 14 to 16 hour days? Because it is cool, but it's a lot of work. It is still a job at the end of the day. I talked about that in the Nürburgring vlog, if you go back and watch that. But yeah, really looking forward to just getting these interviews finished so I can sit down and edit and then get back to the house and have maybe a little bit of time to relax before we're back here bright and early tomorrow. All right, back at the house, got most of my work done. I have a little bit more work to do tonight. But first, before I do any more work, I'm going to crush this pizza. Please do not tell Pizza Hut that I'm cheating on them, but it was a really long drive to go to Pizza Hut, so I went to Domino's because it was down the street. I'm going to crush this pizza while I watch the new episode of Jet Lag the Game, and then I'm going to have a shower and then do some prep work for tomorrow and go to bed and get some sleep because we've got to do it all again tomorrow, bright and early. See you tomorrow. Well, it's time for the start of WeatherTech practice here, so welcome to the pit lane. I'm out on the island. It's pretty cool. It's an awesome place to hang out because in a second there's going to be race cars flying down the front stretch at max speed, and I'm going to try and pan them as quick as I can with my short lens. But yeah, hanging out here in the pit lane for the start of practice should be good one, same as yesterday. We're going to start in the pit lane and then go trackside. We're going to stay a little bit longer. I'm in my fire suit and my helmet, so I can go right around the cars and be on the hot side of the pit wall. Everyone's looking at me weird because I'm vlogging, but I love it. And yeah, let's get things started here. We got race cars coming by. Let's go. All right, just posted up here, still on the island, and do a little bit more shooting in pit lane. I'm just doing some long lens, like not really pans. I'm just kind of getting the car coming super fast towards me and doing like an extreme close-up type deal. It looks really cool on video. I'm gonna get a couple other shots from here. The thing I like about when we have an island like this, right? So pit lane here, racetrack there, is I can shoot pit stops from here, and I can also just turn around and shoot cars flying down the front stretch. So I can actually do trackside shooting and, you know, shooting in the pit lane at the same time. All right, well, we're finally in the golf cart heading out trackside now. I've got Jordan Lenz with me. Jordan, how are you?
Fantastic.
Amazing. So we're both Canadian. I think we have like 100% of the Canadians in the media center in this golf cart right now.
100%
So-
and 100,000% of the heat absorption.
Correct. We're both still wearing fire suits. I'm still wearing my helmet. We don't have time to go change, so we're just going to be looking like idiots trackside in our fire suits, which happens quite a bit. So we're going to head out to the S's now. We did Oak Tree yesterday, so I really value more time in the pits as a videographer to make the videos more interesting. And then like trackside is what it is. It's cars going around, which is cool, but I really value those action shots in the pits, so we spend a little bit more time down there. But the great thing, like I said earlier about VIR, is like with the island, you can just turn around and shoot cars going down the front stretch. You can at least always get something of cars while you're in the pit lane. And not every track is like that. So. All right, so hopefully you can hear me okay. We're on the ride back. So, rookie mistake during that session. We didn't know how long it was. We only thought it was 90 minutes. It was an hour 45. So that's really embarrassing. We're supposed to be professionals, but here we are. Yeah, please don't run into this Mustang Shelby that's in front of us. Very nice car. But yeah, interesting session. We kind of wasted time at the end because we thought it was over, but we did get to a few different spots. We did do pit lanes, so it was good. I got some good stuff. I mean, probably would have been nice to hit up one more spot. Like if we could have gone like outside, drivers left like 3 or 4, probably would have been nice, but we'll do it during the race. So.
And I mean, in our defense, there's never an hour and 45-minute session.
I mean, there was last year, but then they I think they got rid of them this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I do so many different championships, and like I have no clue anymore.
I don't think we had an hour 45-minute this year.
I don't think so, because the second session used to be an hour 45, but the first 15 minutes was bronze, silver only.
Yeah.
No pro cars.
And we always do, but the one time we didn't. So check your schedules, kids.
Make sure that you take a screen grab of the schedule and make it the background of your phone. You will not forget. So. All right, well, we are down here in the pit lane for the start of WeatherTech qualifying. I kind of spent this afternoon just doing a bunch of editing. I had some time off. Pilot challenges did not go the way of BMW, so I did not need to edit anything from that, which was unfortunate for the BMW teams, but it gave me some more time to work on some other projects, so did that. Now I'm just kind of chilling here in the pit, waiting for people to show up so I can start my shoot. And yeah, had to move this out of the way because we're going to put tires on the Taylor Dunn back there. But yeah, I'm just going to stay down here in the pits for qualifying. It's only 15 minutes since we only have GT cars, prototypes or anything. It's just one 15-minute qualifying session. And then we'll see who gets pole position. So it's going to be a very uneventful and just chill qualifying, hopefully. And it's not crazy with red flags or anything like that. I'll be able to just use the gimbal, just walk around. So I'm going to go out in the pit lane on the hot side in a moment. I'm allowed to be on the hot side until the session starts, and then I have to come back over the wall unless I'm wearing my fire suit. And as you can see, I am not wearing a fire suit because it's very hot out, and I don't really need to be in the pit lane during the actual qualifying session. So I'm just going to go shorts and a t-shirt today. Of course, my amazing Lockdown brand Icon LD snapback, which you can get. And link in the description below. You get 10% off if you use my code MARK10. Always got to fit that in there. But yeah, I do get like $4 if you buy a hat, so I do make a little bit of money. I will be totally transparent about that. But I also wear these hats because they're awesome, not just because I make $4 if you buy one. But yeah, we keep it real here, folks. We don't lie. This is what it's really like. So let's go shoot qualifying. Alrighty, back in the media center, qualifying ended up being pretty wild. Car on pole, so working on some content for that. So yeah, gonna get that finished, and then they'll keep me here a little bit later tonight, just working on a little edit right now for Instagram. So we'll get that finished, and then hopefully get out of here by around 7:30, so we can go have some dinner. The pole award is always like pretty wild. It's really busy there. people kind of getting in each other's way and stuff. So you kind of got to keep your eyes, in the back of your head, make sure you're not getting in anybody else's way, things like that. So it can be pretty wild. But yeah, I got that finished pretty low key because there's no prototypes here, so just GT cars. But got that finished. Happy with everything we did there. Get this edit done, and then go to dinner. There it is, like a shining beacon of hope. Outback Steakhouse. Let's go have some Australian cuisine. I love Australian cuisine, and I'm very excited.
You definitely shouldn't do that.
How was everyone's Outback? Was it excellent?
It was amazing. It was pretty good.
It was perfect. Solid dinner. Out of a 10, what would you rate it?
Oh, my experience today?
The company's definitely
10 for sure.
10.
It was pretty solid, yeah.
Company. Food was a solid 8.
Yeah.
Amazing.
last time.
For Outback. For Outback, not for like restaurants in America.
No.
Let's go to sleep.
Don't forget your lunch, Jamie.
Yes! Sponsor me!
Nutrition. Delicious, thank you. And before I forget, we have to review the shower, this accommodation, as I now review showers as part of my vlogs. This shower, classic American shower, curtain, great curtain, doesn't stick to you or anything. However, as soon as you open the door after a shower, the fire alarm goes off. So that's definitely going to lose it a point, I think. Just 1 point. The aesthetic of this bathroom is incredible, though. Like, look, the mint green. It's very Wes Anderson. Big fan. It's like grandma's house in the country. And the pressure is not great, but unlike Europe, there's actually a full shower. So 6.5 out of 10. Are we going to McDonald's?
We're going to McDonald's. It's McDonald's. Well, where's the Bojangles?
It's pretty far to go to Bojangles. That's the only thing. Got to drive all the way into town.
McDonald's it is.
We'll just go to McDonald's. All right, so just starting to get set up for the race now. First off, I'm having my electrolytes because it's going to be a hot one, and I also need to start hydrating already for the WEC race at COTA next week, where it's going to be like 37, 38 degrees Celsius every day, and it's going to be awful. So, need to hydrate. Make sure you're drinking lots of water when you come to the racetrack, and also have your sunscreen. Very important. The amount of people I've seen this weekend that are horrifically sunburned is just too damn high. Wear sunscreen. It's not difficult. First up, I'm just getting the batteries swapped out in my vlogging camera, or my B-roll camera, which is just right now a GoPro Hero 11 with the media mod. And I just use this little clip, and I clip it to the strap on my sling bag. So I will say, though, that come this week, that is going to be replaced with a DJI Osmo Action 4 that I'm planning to buy from a camera shop in Charlotte on Monday, because I want it to match the camera you're watching right now, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, because I want to shoot in log the entire time, which we're not in log right now. But yeah, so we're going to switch it out. Also, I find this overheats and the battery dies really quickly. Also, it's failed me numerous times with audio just not recording. So hopefully we don't have that problem this weekend, and we can get through it for the one last race I'm going to use this. I am still going to keep these GoPros for using, as in-car cameras and stuff, or times when we might need GoPros for certain projects. I'm not going to get rid of them, but I'm just going to check out our DJI Osmo Action 4 and see if it's any good. I've heard a lot of good things, so hopefully it's a solid camera. All right, so I got that ready to go. For the grid, I'm actually going to have 2 cameras with me. I'm going to have the FX6. I'm going to carry this down and stash it. And then I'm also going to have the A7S III on the Ronin RS4, so I can do some moving shots right as the grid walk starts. Then I'll pretty much just swap the lenses, leave this in the pits until later, shoot the start of the race, then come back and shoot pit stops and stuff, maybe with the gimbal, probably not, but I'll at least leave this in the pits and get it at the end of the race. So that's my plan for how my cameras are going to work. For lenses, I've got the Sony 100-400 on the FX6 right now, Sigma 24-70 there, and that's basically all I'm going to use. I'm not really going to try anything else today, just really those 2 lenses are all I'll need. So I'm going to pack all this stuff up, and I'll see you guys down on the grid. All right, Cloud Crew, ready to go?
Let's go.
Are you rock and roll?
1, 2, 3.
Cloud! 1, 2, 3, Cloud!
Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Appreciate the support. We hope you have a wonderful day.
As per
Thank you,
usual,
everybody.
crazy busy grid walks, sewing people down. Johnny Knotts is on the radio. They just did a pit stop demonstration, actually did a race between Paul Miller and Corvette Racing, which is really cool. So awesome to see so many people down here on the grid. It's great visuals for us of the fans looking at the cars, and there's even some kids taking photos with drivers. All really great imagery for like my recap video and things like that. So I love being able to be down here on the grid walk and capturing all this. Soon it'll be time for the national anthem and all that, and we'll have cars rolling off. I think for the start, there's a nice section just at the end of pit lane where you can shoot turns 1, 2, and 3 from the driver's right. I think I'm going to shoot the start there, shoot around there for about a half hour, and then come back to the pits for pit stops, and then get all the pit stops I need, and then maybe go out for like the last 40 minutes. Today, actually, last minute, hired some help. I've got Connor Kasnick, his Tech Media Video on Instagram. You can follow him. He's going to help me out a little bit today and get some shots of the cars that I need. When I'm here in the pits, he'll be out on track. So just a little bit extra insurance is good, because I might have to stay in the pits longer than I'd like to. But yeah, we're about ready to go racing here, the IMSA Michelin GT Challenge. So once again, I just want to say before we start, thanks so much for subscribing to the channel, liking, sharing the videos. And thanks so much to everyone that comes up to me and says hello at the racetrack. I've had a few people. Aiden came by, said hello to me, just to say that they enjoy my work. And I really appreciate that. It means a lot, it really does. So let's go racing. And then you're going to do the entire race in pit lane.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's on the track right now.
I mean, look at the light. It doesn't look very, there's not even any clouds or anything.
And I haven't done much pit lane up to this moment.
Did you get that big fatty burnout yesterday?
No.
No, neither did I.
They told me about it about 1 minute before they were
Great.
going to do it.
Great.
So, oops.
Ayo, they're frauds. Nah, we love them. We love Roxy.
Cut that.
Yeah. Spot right here, I think this is turn 3, 4. I can't remember the turn numbers. I'll put a map on screen, but it's pretty fantastic to get a beautiful tails away shot, because as they go over the curb over there, you actually see like the tires transfer over the curb and then hit the track again, and it just looks really cool at 120 frames per second, which is what I'm shooting in now. So something to think about when you're out at the track shooting, especially when you're doing slow-mo, is a lot of people shoot too much slow-mo, and I find I want to use it for like punctuating things, like when you can really see the car, you want to show a detail, you know what I mean? You want to see sparks coming out from under the diffuser, or something like that. That's what I use slow-mo for. So I made my way to the pit lane. I did another lens swap back to the 2170. I'm just waiting for some pit stops to happen so I can grab some pit stop action, and we'll do hopefully as many pit stops as we can. My teams are spread out quite a ways down the pit lane. Like Proton is all the way down here, and then Multimatic and all the BMW teams are down the other end. So might be some hustling today and some running around to get all the stops that I'd like to get. But thankfully Connor's helping me out, so he's getting some stuff of cars going around the circuit, which is perfect. So I can spend some more time being down here. In terms of the race, they're pretty much in the positions they started in, so hasn't been much change going on. So there's a long way to go, and these IMSA races are always sort of a toss-up. You never know what's going to happen. Can I go there, or you want me to be cleared?
Yeah,
okay,
as long as I can see that fuel.
Perfect.
Mark Urban?
That's me.
I watch your channel all the time.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. What's your name?
Tommy.
Nice to meet you, man. See if I can. I have stickers. Let me see if I can find them. Sweet. Amazing.
I wonder if you're going to be here. I didn't know or not.
Yeah, so I do every IMSA round this year, and then a bunch of other shit. Check it out. Subscribe, watch the whole video, and don't skip the ads, all right? Take care, guys. So just out in actually the fan area right now, just here outside of 5, to go down this long straightaway, and I'm going to do some panning through the fans here like I do a lot in these videos. Hopefully that'll look pretty good. Time's winding down, less than an hour to go. I've been hustling all over track to different spots, so just trying to get a lot of content, and it looks like we might be going to the podium. This just absolute mess of equipment. Everything that I still have to pack up into here, plus all this stuff, plus all of this stuff. These are my bags. We've got a lot of stuff to carry out to the car. There it is, a shining beacon of hope. Let's get Waffle House. Well, here we are at Waffle House to wrap up the day. Jamey, how was your day?
It was okay. It was interesting. I had to do tech photography in the middle of the race, which I haven't had to do in a long time. It was interesting, though. Hot.
It did get quite warm. I was getting a little dehydrated, but JP, how was your day?
It was amazing. It was very interesting to watch Jamey do the spy photography. That was really cool. And now I'm about to crush a bowl of hash browns and sausage.
Hell yeah. So when you go to Waffle House, you don't need a menu. The menu is like a test. It's like, are you gonna do the right thing and get the all-star special? 3 all-star specials, please. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. It was a fun day out at VIR. We got a lot of work done today. Cars on the podium. BMW won the race, so it was a lot of extra work at the end. But still got out there in a decent hour. Have more stuff to do tomorrow for some wrap up. But yeah, it was a fun weekend. VIR, I have to say, I don't know if you agree, Jenny, but I think VIR does an incredible job with the IMSA race. I think the fan experience is unreal. They also take pretty good care of us. We get lunch tickets every day that actually cover more than $3, which is shocking. There's actually water in a fridge that's cold, and AC that works, and internet that works, and they don't make a big fuss when we ask for something. So
we do have to pay for scooter passes.
We have to pay for scooter passes, but hey, you know what? Nobody's perfect. I think they've done a lot of great improvements to the facility. They're building new villas and stuff. I really do appreciate what they do for the fans, and yeah, honestly, VIR, put it on your bucket list. If you've never been, it's incredible. Paul Newman said it's heaven on earth. Do you agree?
I mean, hard to argue with Paul Newman.
There you have it. Well, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe. It goes a long way. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one.